sometimes I'm just walking out in public and people say, hey, that's the Delphi kid. I mean, it's just kind of nice to know that, you know, it gives kids around here a little hope. Like the local high school, West Lafayette and all them, like they kind of, I feel like they might look up to me a little bit, like knowing that, hey, he did it. I mean, I can get through here, I can do all this stuff. I mean, I had 98 kids in my graduating class, so I mean, we're pretty small. That's the thing about wrestling though, is I mean, you don't have to have the best team to be good, you know. I went out and I came to Boiler Elite. I did a lot of work here at Purdue through their club and everything before, so I mean, that's the thing about wrestling is you don't have to, it's pretty much individual. If you want to be good, you're going to be good. I mean, anyone who comes to Boiler Elite is just going to get better. I mean, I kind of started up, I was kind of like the first wave through Boiler Elite when Coach Flieger started it. I think I was still in middle school, and I mean, I don't think I hardly missed a practice through there. I mean, it was just great to go in there and get different looks at the competition. I mean, it just brought, that Boiler Elite Club brought up like our entire area around here, like the level of wrestling and the competition, everything just rose tenfold once Boiler Elite got here. I feel like I'm obligated to give back to the club since I got so much out of it, but I mean, I enjoy working with little kids, I enjoy going into wrestling and everything, so it's just kind of, hopefully one day I'll be able to take it over. There's nothing better than the feeling that the little kids kind of looking up to you and listening to you. So I mean, I love working with little kids, especially in wrestling, because I mean, you never know what the kid's gonna do. I mean, he may not last, but he may turn out to be great one day. So I mean, just kind of trying to give him everything you got.
You know, it's nice, him being up here. I know it's bad, but I don't really miss my family as much. I don't get homesick. I can stay up here, still have my brother.
It's actually good for like wrestling and academics because we compete all the time. I try and do better than him, and he tries to do better than me. And
you know, we've been training with each other our whole lives, so it's real easy to motivate each other. It's just great having someone as a family member up here and working out with us.
You know, I don't want him to think he's smarter than me. I gotta make sure that, you know, I do a better job in the classroom, and then on the mat, I don't want him, you know, like being the better twin.
Wrestling, it kind of did that to us, you know, and since we're competitive, we're even competitive in academics, which really helped us out. We're always fighting, like, yeah, we're gonna help each other out if we need some help, but competitive, like, I'm gonna do better than you, grade-wise. And
now we can like test ourselves and see, you know, like I can always go in with him and just, you know, brawl.
Yeah, too competitive, everything. Even if we're getting up to make breakfast, it's competitive, so everything we do.
My dad would just like put us in the living room and just be like, go at it. And we'd make him go.
He'd also get in there, and our little brother, sometimes our sister would jump in, you know, we'd always just wrestle around. We got home videos of us wrestling, it was great.
We'd want to wrestle him, and then we wouldn't want to wrestle him because he'd make us cry.
We'd call him out, he'd make us cry, we'd wait about 5 minutes, and we'd call him out again. And it kept happening, you know, over and over again, so every night.
Man, it was a lot of fun though.
Coming off that redshirt year, I had to get back in the groove of things of actually competing. I didn't compete much when I was redshirted, so it was a bit of a transition stage, but I went through it. I don't think the year went too well. I wasn't happy with it, and ready to bounce back and get what I want. There are some real tough grinds, and they happen a lot where I am feeling it, and I'm just like feeling beat. And a lot of the times I mean, we have it up in our room like the past champs, NCAA champs and stuff. And I know personally a lot of times, like, I mean, I'll look that way and you know, see where I want to be. And I think that helps a lot sometimes whenever I'm going through a rough one. He's an awesome coach, and I love it. He is a wild card for sure, but I wouldn't have it any other way. And I would honestly say he puts in more effort than some of the guys on the team, and I can appreciate that. The more I've kind of grown, I've learned that a degree from Purdue is no joke. It's the real deal, so striving for that as well. If I'm training in the room, I got to go out and compete. I know I'm representing my school and my family and a whole bunch of other stuff, but most importantly is I'm putting a stamp of my name on that match, and it's the same thing with school. I'm literally putting my name on my work, and that kind of represents me as most it can in the classroom, so I gotta put my best foot forward. The way that I approach wrestling, and I thought at first, I lived my life like that, and I approached wrestling like that, just a kind of go-getter attitude. But now that I'm older, I've realized it's not really that. I think wrestling has made me approach life in a manner such as that, where I feel like anything I do, I'm going to be really good at it or the best at it, and that's what I strive to be. And if I really want something, this sport has taught me that I can go get it if I really put my mind to it.
I'm happy with it, but I'm not content. I think I have a lot more to give in regards to just performance and all around development of myself and the wrestlers in and around my weight. I think we're just getting started, and it's going to be an avalanche kind of effect from here, so I'm excited for that. It's a great dynamic relationship. I think that it's a good mix between friendship and a coach and athlete. I also think that he has a lot of the same drive and the same motivation that we as the athletes have, so he knows right where we're coming from. Just training all around is 360 degrees. We basically are combat trained, but we like to pursue other avenues of training like endurance, strength training. Basically anything we're going to utilize on the mat, it all goes towards that, and a lot of mental training too. I think the mind is one of the biggest aspects of the sport, if not the biggest. You're deciding, do I keep my face in there and get dirty, or do I become a defensive wrestler? And it's a choice you get to make, and then those choices add up, and soon enough you're wrestling instinctively, and that's just the kind of character you have on the mat. I think I've learned that it's a lot more than just effort. They're not going to give you anything. Sometimes you got to reach out and take it.